Yeah, okay, thank you. We went from a 100% classroom-based school to a 100% online school in 3 days. And the teachers had done an excellent job of being able to deliver the curriculum that they would have in the classroom. We didn't feel that we got enough time with the students, and so our planning this summer is going to be, how do we manage to get the full curriculum into the students if we have to be in and out of school? But I have to say that our students did an excellent job. They kind of figured out that the college professors kind of were a little lenient, on it. And so hopefully they don't think that's how their college classes will be when they do get to college. But I think it's going to be great that each of them have had this experience of not only being classroom-based, but also being online, because almost every college now is having some part of their curriculum that students have to complete online, because it kind of is the wave of the future. So we have the wave of the future here. They've gotten through this, and we hope that it's going to kind of clear relatively soon. And that all of you are going to celebrate, when you get home with your families and so forth, this great achievement that you've been waiting 13 years for. So I want to congratulate the class of 2020. All right. All right. Let's see, this is kind of, all right. Got too much stuff in it. All right. So as per COVID 2020, even if the president and the politicians don't do it, we change our microphone so that nobody, even if you've got a mask on, nobody has to worry about spitting on the microphone, okay? So, let me get the program out. Yeah. All right. So our first speaker is going to be Jalea Hansey, who represents the Student Council, and is going to say a few words for you. Jalea? Okay. Jalea? You can't write. I'm writing the program. How can you write in a different order? So you want to see the welcome and the wishmadoodle? Oh, well, what, is she doing the wishmadoodle with you? Yeah. Well, she's just going to do an introduction. So can she just do that, and then you guys do the wishmadoodle together? Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Yeah, sorry. With this all kind of being last minute, you're going to start to see all the little things that happen in the background. So, Jalea, you're just going to welcome and on behalf of the student government. Get your note, get your thing. Okay. Can I take off my mask? Yes, you may stand out there. Okay.
Good evening, friends, family. Thank you for being here, and I just want to say welcome to our, class of 2020 graduation. We are happy that you guys are here and that we actually got to come together one last time before we all go. Yeah, welcome. Valerie, come on. Hello, I'm Valerie Hardy, and I was this year's student government president. And And I'm proud to also be standing as the Valedictorian today. So I have a speech for you all that was written last night. Bear with me.
All right, so hello to all my fellow graduates and your families. We greatly appreciate you for coming out here and celebrating with us during this time. As of today, we've officially finished high school. If I'm being completely honest, that's the feat in and of itself. Not because we managed the workload of high school classes, college classes, jobs, and social drama, but because from 2016 and on, like the year we started high school, we were dealt like the worst hand in life. I honestly can't remember the last year that started out like amazing and ended amazing. And that's really sad, but we're here standing in front of you today, well, sitting in front of you today, and it shows that we perspired through everything, we persevered through everything. So nonetheless, I applaud you all of my classmates, because we made unacceptable circumstances bearable. And as traumatized as we are, we're still able to laugh at our enemies in the face and say, forget you, because at the end of the day, we made it.
Okay, hi, my name is Jalea Hansey. Continuing on from Valerie's speech, I agree that class of 2020 has faced many unfortunate circumstances, yet we still overcame, and here we are today graduating. We've laughed together, we've grown together, some of us have even cried together, but most importantly, we're here and we are ending strong together. As today marks the end of a chapter, I wish nothing but the best to my classmates, as I know that they are all very bright and capable of so many great things. After 5 really long years with COVAH, I'm ready and I'm prepared to go, and I'm happy to say that I made it. Thank you.
You keep that for posterity. Great. It's nice to have the students sort of reflect back a little bit and recognize their movement on. Now our valedictorian, Sage Zimmerman, is going to present her valedictorian speech. We also want to let you know she is wearing a different gown, and let me tell you why she's wearing a different gown, because a couple of weeks ago, she actually graduated from Merritt College with 2 degrees, English and math. English and math. So she got 2 degrees. So she is actually wearing the Merritt College presentation today. And also because I had a fight with FedEx and one more gown didn't show up last night that was supposed to. But we do appreciate her being willing to sort of march as a Merritt College and a COVAH student. Thank you. All right. You're going to present that? Okay, so after the speech? Okay, thank you. All right. You get to pick your color? What color do you want?
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. We got our AAs too.
Oh, did you finish? Yeah. Oh, great. Well, we only had one Merritt gown, unfortunately. But let's those who also, let me have them stand quickly. If you could stand 6 feet apart, why don't you stand at the microphone stand? And let's see, those who also got their AAs and graduated a couple of weeks ago from Merritt College. Let's have you stand out here for a little photo op. All right. Wow. Is that fantastic? We've got 4 college graduates who are graduating from high school. Pretty impressive. And we really like that. So thank you all. And I'm sorry they only got their little Zoom graduation. And so I'm glad that they're here for our graduation and able to move forward. Thank you all. You see, I lost track when everybody went out as to what they were doing with their college classes. And so when they left, they were like one class short, and I didn't know where they got to. So congratulations. We got who we got where? Because, I mean, all these masks are throwing me off. Okay, we got Jalea, Valerie, Sage, and Jada. So congratulations to all of you. Thank you. Okay, and then I'm glad somebody reminded me of that. All right. Oh, you got you. Which color would you like? Okay, take it. Put it on.
Hello, everyone. I guess I'll introduce myself. My name is Sage. I am the valedictorian. Yes. Okay. I have a short speech planned. Very short. No, it's not. Hello to the staff and immediate family members in attendance, and no one else, by order of the court. Thank you for coming out here to support us today. It means a lot to all the graduates that you're here. I'm so glad that they're out here and not sitting in their cars. None of us would be here without you, the parents, the family, and all the staff. Man, 2020. What a time to be alive. You know, a year ago, I was genuinely stoked to be graduating in the year 2020. It was just such a fun year to say, you know? It's all symmetric. 2020, 2020. It turned out great, huh? Oh, thank you. Okay, so I know what you're thinking, but people, if we could survive 4 years of Dr. Abad, then the apocalypse will be easy. It was actually 6 years for me, but whatever. You're my favorite audience member, besides my parents. All right, what's next? Okay, I want to take a minute, not to talk about the natural disaster that's making us all afraid right now, but to instead talk about all the other natural disasters we've already overcome. All right, in non-chronological order, we have fires, floods, snow that one time, multiple gas line breaks, the wind twice when we had to turn off all the power. Remember that? A truly astonishing amount of smoke. You know, the other time that we all had to wear a mask? That was fun. And finally, Californians driving in weather. Ironically, it seems the only natural constant that hasn't been an obstacle recently is the one California is most famous for. Now, I won't say the E word until I have my diploma in one hand and a cross in the other, but I will say that it rhymes with birthquakes. But the point of me saying that, the point of it is that those setbacks were only that, setbacks. It might seem like the universe is out to get us, or that this situation has put us at an insurmountable disadvantage. But I'd like to reassure you that we are far from behind. We've been through so much and made it out on the other side, as you can see as I've just listed. It was scary. Every time it was scary. I'm shaking right now. But even with all these setbacks, we are still so far ahead. Every single graduate on the stage, every single graduate here right now has college credits under their belt. Some of us have degrees, see? Some of us have degrees, yes. I don't know if you guys out in the parking lot know that, but your kids are insane just for that. Like, you guys, little Armageddon that couldn't's got nothing on us. We're so far ahead, we're gonna go out there and we're just gonna take on the world. But that's not all. I have 2 more pages left. No, I'm just kidding. They all know how to get up on a stage and perform. The stage crew guys know how to work together and put something worthwhile. We all know the value of working together and working hard. I'm so fortunate I got to know all you, my classmates. My only regret about this year and this class is that it got cut short. It's my only regret. Of course, the graduating class of 2020. I'm loving that name, because 2020. We didn't get this head of the curve without any help. We have all of our families there out in the audience to thank. They all helped support us so much throughout the years. I know mine did. Of course, a special thanks to all the COVAH staff for making us all into the people we are today. Thank you for Miss Lottie. Thank you for watching out for us and watching us. Thank you for watching us and pushing us all to do better, to be better. Thank you, Miss Harry, Mr. Ng, Mr. E, Dr. Abad. You've all been here forever and helped me personally so much. And you've tried to make things the best for all of us. Although I will say, my only complaint is that if Jada got to skip the 11th grade, then I should have been allowed to skip in the hallways. And Mr. Meddy, you're here. Around here. Hi, Mr. Meddy. He helped me all the way back in 8th grade. He started and sustained me on my way to my math degree, all the way back then. I'd like to give a thanks to someone who's not here, Mr. Bet George, the unstoppable wizard, and all the other musical teachers that taught me all those things. Yes, music things. I'd also like to give a thanks to all the newer teachers, Mr. Fison. I mixed up Mr. Burke's name and Miss Fison's name. I'm sorry about that. Mr. Burke and Miss Fison. They taught my last ever high school classes. Yay, no more high school. That was the joke. Hold on. I won't forget about all the unbelievable things you guys did to help us this far. COVAH, right from the beginning, it changed me for the better. When I first came to COVAH in the 6th grade, I didn't care about school. I didn't care about it very much. I felt like there wasn't really any reason for me to care. I didn't have anything to offer me. I didn't feel challenged. I felt like I was wasting my time. COVAH changed that. It did. Don't laugh. I heard you laughing. Oh, it knew how to keep me engaged. It knew how to promise more for more. In the 8th grade, me and a few of my classmates, we got to go to our first ever college class because COVAH saw the potential in us, recognized it, and cultivated it the way that a good school should. The direct positive results I saw from giving it my all inspired me to aim for the top. And here I am. Okay, so say what you will about this school and about her, but Dr. Abad, thank you for giving us all these opportunities to go places and to do things that we wouldn't have been able to do or considered doing otherwise. I know you said that you get students coming up to you after they've already graduated and thanking you for pushing them so much, but I think this most recent social distance between us kind of sped up that factor a bit. Oh, man. You all, I'm going to miss this. I'll miss you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Again, congratulations. We now have Miss Airy, who's going to make us a couple of special presentations. You can make them right now and explain to you kind of what it is. Miss Airy?
Thank you, everyone, and glad you're here. This is a Phi Theta Kappa sash, and I was I had the pleasure of receiving a Phi Theta Kappa sash myself back in the 90s. I won't say what year, but anyway. And so me giving this or honoring her and putting this sash on her just means a lot, because in that situation we are sisters. And so I'm from the Alpha Theta Theta chapter back in New Jersey, and I graduated, I think, with a 3.95 average or something like that. Sage, what are you? What is your GPA?
Like just for this year.
Yeah. Yeah, and Sage is a 5.0. So it's an honor for me to drape her with the sash, coming from the, and Jada Zimmerman. What is your GPA? You don't know? Okay. So I'm going to drape both of them. Thank you.
All right. For those of you who kind of aren't aware, the colleges have these honor societies, and so this was one, and any student can sign up to be part of it. Every year we send out information, and Miss Airy, talks to the kids about becoming part of the organization, and it's an honor organization where they do well in school, and they participate as part of an academic format for the colleges. It's very rare, I think, to have high school students who receive those honors and who participate in that. But every year we've had several students who do join Phi Beta Kappa? Theta. Phi Beta. Oh, we'll get this right yet. Okay, all right. And so, and it's based here on Merritt College campus. And so it's really wonderful for them to be able to participate in that prior to even hitting college. Because when they hit college, they will already have a sisterhood, because they've joined it and they've been part of it. I don't know if we even have, though, a male version here on the campus. Oh, okay. Oh, good. Then it's no discrimination here. We have young men and young women who can join this honor society. And when they hit the colleges, there are the continuing, so that when they get to the colleges, they already have established, sort of a group, now a social distancing group, but used to be social group. So thank you very much. Miss Airy, would you like to now come back down? Come on down. Miss Airy is going to speak as the teacher representative. And what? Are you an 8-year veteran of COVAH? How many years now? 8-year veteran of COVAH.
I want a yellow one. It'll match what I have on. Hello, folks. Oh my gosh, look at this lovely group. We gotta give it up. Give it up. Look, they've been through some stuff. I mean, I was sitting up here. First of all, thank you to Dr. Abad, my supporting staff, and the other part of the administration, Miss Lottie and the rest of y'all. Where's Mr. Ng and the rest of you? I sat down there and I was writing something, and I said, you know what? It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. I am really happy to be here today. This class, I have some students here that I've been with since they were in like the 6th grade. And again, even the ones I've met later, I have been very blessed where these are my children. They're not just my students. I need you to hear me. They are my children. And that means that I'm invested. That means my colleagues are invested. That means that it goes beyond the hours of 8 to 4. It goes on the weekends. It goes on when I'm off during the summer. Children will not let me rest when I go to the stores in the neighborhood. But, but what is important is this. I have to take my hats off, and sorry, I don't mean to disrespect you by turning my back, rather. But you guys have done it. All the mess we went through in the last few years is crazy. But the thing is that you overcame. Okay? You overcame. You have let nothing stop you. Let me tell you what they did. I remember now, they've gone through the testing process with me, which is not fun. And I remember, this is how much they respect education. I'll say that. I remember when I was working with them and I said, okay, guys, you know these numbers for the STAR test and the Common Core exams and all, and I've always been one where I said, you know what? I'm going to take an urban school and I'm going to get the scores that they do in the suburbs, okay? And I've been very blessed. God has not failed me yet. But one of my girls, Bria said, because I was saying, you guys, let's hit for 90%. I'm just going to show you how diligent they were. And she said, let's go for 90%. Bria says, Ms. Airy, why don't we go for 100? And I said, oh, okay. They ended up with 86, which put them at the top in Oakland. Okay. So that goes to show you who we're dealing with here. Look, I have a personal relationship with each and every last one of them. From the discussion of earrings to two students called Valerie and Jalea coming in and telling me that thanks to the baby boomers, the world is horrible. I mean, they came in with me, but little do they know, there was a feminist movement that has allowed you to do some things, and also a civil rights movement from that era that allowed you to do some things, okay? And I have young people here. I have Josiah and Matthew, and I remember when Brianna told me she wanted to be a lawyer in the 7th grade. I had Jaden come to me this year. You want to talk about turnaround? You want to talk about Eric teaching me history? You know, my twins, they came to me, totally different children, young people. Muhammad, you want to hear someone read Shakespeare? You got to hear Muhammad. You got to hear it. And Matthew with music. Juan right. No, Juan was not trying to hear it. And not only is he sitting here, but he finished college credits. Josiah and Josiah, this is one of my babies from the little school. And you want to hear a brilliant mind? Talk to him. He is so cerebral. And sometimes I'm trying to get with these kids and I realize I'm getting older, so I'm not going to, I listen. Skylar helped me with student applications. These are my babies, you guys. And I'm telling you guys this because you really need to know. Skylar basically taught my kids the, what was that, the college app? The Common App? The Common App. Yeah, he did it. Not me. He did it. Sage and Jada, I've had them, and Josiah, they used to be a part of my lunch literacy group, and that's why they're where they are. Because they understand the seriousness of education. Let me explain to you. It's about making sure I will challenge them to no end, and they will whine. This group whines like you would not believe it. They're whiners. They whine. But it's a beautiful thing. And I just thank you. I'm going to end by saying thank you for letting me have your children. Thank you for letting me have your children. Diane is sitting over there, and we have an earring thing. We have an earring thing. But I just thank you so much for giving me your children. And I know they're going to knock it out of the park. I have no doubt. And that's it, y'all. That's it. Dedrick? Dedrick? Wait a minute. Jacob. Oh, the master artist. The master artist. Master artist. But altogether, some of them, Dedrick, you're here. Thank you so much. Dedrick is here. You're here. Matthew, yeah. It's bad. Matthew and I used to sit and have conversations. Let me tell you something. Teaching is lovely when you can just sit there and have conversations with your kids and have a good time. I don't go to work every day, y'all. My husband told me I have found my peers, so that's why I'm comfortable. So I will say thank you, and God bless each and every last one of you. Take care. Oh yeah. Yes.
There you go. All right. Thank you very much, and I want to acknowledge the Miss Valerie kind of acknowledged. I'm going to have our teachers stand here for our math class. We've had Mr. Ryan Burke over here. Okay. For our integrated science and history and all the rest of those things is Mr. Angita Weldy-Georges. You just heard from Miss Airy, English, however. For our kind of tutorial and assisting students academically is Miss Harrow, who's back here. And then we have also our resource specialist, Miss Gail, okay, you're going to, Robles, okay, sorry, I always have that one. Miss Robles. And then for our science, we have Miss Alyssa Feisen back there. And did I miss anybody? Mr. Gadiani here, who teaches the advanced math groups. And so he's worked with some of the students who've taken their classes. We had, I think, 4 students this year, 9th graders, who took college algebra 2 and all aced it. So that's an amazing group of kids coming up. This is just an amazing achievement to have 9th graders sitting in with college students. And actually, the interesting part about a lot of our students in the college classes is that the adult students often come to our students and ask for help, ask for tutoring. So it is an amazing kind of opportunity. What I'm going to try to do at this point, I'm going to start with the process. And again, I want to remind everybody, I'm going to try to do as much as I can in terms of, awards that they've received and so forth. And then as your student gets to hear where I'm kind of doing my things, one person from the car can make their way to the other side of the yellow thing there, and you're going to have an opportunity to have your student with the background, with the bridge and the beautiful background here, and take a couple of pictures. And then once you've done that, then please return to your car so the next person can come and do it. And then the students will come around, and we will do our last tassel change. All right, so how did we get, sorry, how did we get on the mic? Okay, so for all of these students who put that time in, and our balloons are dying on us. Huh. we have anybody down there who can raise the balloon? All right, great, thank you. We got some help on the balloons. All right, so as we come through, please make sure you stop here with me because I got your diplomas, okay? First graduate is Jaden Arzu. Okay. And as Jaden comes down, I want to let you know we got... Okay, stop. All right. Okay, yeah, guys. Yeah, you can stand, but you have to be quiet. You have to be quiet now. You have to be quiet now. Okay. All right. So as I go through, Jaden Arzu received the Silver President's Award for his GPA. I want to say just a minute about Jaden. He also received an Academic Excellent Top Student in English 4. Received a Student Council Certificate, and then his diploma for all the rest of them. And I want to say, Jaden just joined us this year. I have to say how pleased we are with how well he has done, kind of coming from not too great an educational setting up to COVAH and stepping it up in 1 year, and a fantastic job. So congratulations and thank you. And then you can go right over. Okay. All right. Thank you for holding on to this. Yeah. Next student is Diana Avalon. Okay, Diana is coming down. Diana's been with us for, I think, since she started high school, has done an excellent job, has been an excellent student, and we're really proud that she, her biggest challenge, I think, during this, the COVID epidemic, is that she got a full-time job, and they really worked her full-time plus overtime. So she really hung in there till the end to try to finish up. Thank you. You can turn to face. There you go. I'm talking. Okay. All right. So next student is Bria DeFerrante. Okay. Bria DeFerrante also received the Silver Presidential Award and the Most Improved for English 4 Award. Bria's been a really interesting student because Bria and I will go at each other, and then we'll be back, we're great friends, and then we'll go at each other and everything else, and she's managed to sort of persevere, make up some credits she lost in other places, and move straight forward. So just turn to face the audience. So here she is. Just turn to face the audience so I can take a picture. Okay, there we go. Thank you. You guys watch what they're doing? Okay. Next student is Eric Getrayer. Eric is one heck of a singer. He sings with the Pacific Boys choir group and has done some tremendous things in our solo ensembles. We're really proud to have him, and he moved right through some difficult times and got to this point. So thank you very much. And Eric, turn and face the audience. There we go. All right, Wade. Oh, is that... All right, next student is Jesus Gutierrez. All right. And Jesus is also relatively new to us. But Jesus has received the Silver Presidential Award certificate for his academic achievement. And he's also a twin, which I'll be calling his brother in just a second. And these two young men were at Skyline, totally lost, totally not knowing where they were, totally not knowing anything, hanging out. And they came down to COVAH, and it took a little time, but finished graduation on time and with excellence and honors. Thank you very much. Oh, here he's got your envelope. Maybe we can just put the envelope on the underside. Next student is Jose Gutierrez. Okay, you can take him out of there, and then we'll just put the envelope on. And Jose, like his brother, was up at Skyline doing nothing, kind of hanging out, trying to get some things done, but just not finding it working for him. And he joined us, I think, 2 years ago, and has just done spectacular work. Also received the Silver Presidential Award and Most Improved Top Student for Senior Seminar. Okay, great. Our next student is Jalea Hanzi. One of our students who has tried greatly. She's worked on student. Okay, can I have you not scream during my speech? Okay, because I'd like to say something. I'd like you to hear what I'm saying about her. So Jalea took on a lot of the leadership for 2 years here, 3 years. Can they turn that march down a little bit? Okay. Yeah, there you go. So we're really proud of Jalea. She's done a lot of things for that. She also received the Gold Presidential Award for her academic achievement and received an award for Most Improved Senior Seminar and award for Student Government, Student Council. So we want to thank her very much for all her time and dedication. And for the seniors who had their wonderful pictures taken, her mother took the pictures for us, our senior pictures, since we didn't get senior pictures, and they were beautiful. The yearbook will be coming out in about another 2 weeks, so hopefully when that yearbook comes out, you'll have a chance to see how beautiful all these pictures were that they managed to take, okay? So you can turn and face them, and thank you. All right. And Jalea, there's your envelope. Good. Our next student is Valerie Hardy. And Valerie Hardy was also one of our students who really kind of took on, guys, don't wander, who's wandering back there? Who's wandering? Who's walking? Stand still. Yes, but stand back in front of your seat for now. Did they come up? Valerie, as you heard, was our salutatorian, and she did an excellent job in leadership. She received the Gold Presidential Award as well as a Student Council Award. And we're very proud for her to be graduating now. So turn and face them so you can take pictures. So congratulations. Okay. Next one is Brianna Houston. Brianna, walk this way. Babe, we're real. You're not going to let me say anything nice, I guess. You're not say anything nice about the kids because you yell while I'm trying to say something nice. Brianna is an exceptional student. She came here kind of not too motivated when she came to COVAH, but she decided she was going to get busy and she was going to do it. She did. She also received the Gold Presidential Award and for academics. Has finished out very high in the top of her class. She's also another student that spends time with me, and we go back and forth, and we hate each other, and then we love each other, and then we hate each other and love each other. So it's been a real experience, and she's going to do well wherever she goes because she can make her point known. All right, and so face the audience. Okay. Next student is Matthew Jordan. Okay. Matthew Jordan he's been in and out of COVAH, on and off, in and out, and has finally wound up and seeing us here at this point, seeing him here at this point is so wonderful because, he's been an excellent musician. We hope big things for him in the music world as he goes forward. We don't have to hope, it's happening. All right, we love it there. All right, he's got the procedure down. All right, and thank you, Matthew. All right. Next one is Mohammed Junadallah. And Mohammed has done such an excellent job here at COVAH. He actually did it's getting louder again. Why does it keep getting louder? I don't know. I keep starting to have to shout over it. He received the most improved certificate for English. And however, if you ever want to sort of see a rap just done off the top of your head, he does one incredible job of just kind of rapping stuff out, and it's just wonderful because it just comes right deep from inside of him. So we enjoyed all of that. Turn him face the audience. Where your mom is. All right. Congratulations. Okay, who we got? Okay, next one is Josiah McCoy. Yeah. Well, if anybody here has a right to complain, it's Josiah, because Josiah has been with me the longest of the seniors, as he says, too long, right? However, Josiah has grown incredibly as he's been with COVAH. He also received the Gold President's Award for achievement, and he also could run our backstage, so hopefully when he goes on somewhere in his life, we'll be planning and putting on productions somewhere. So thank you very much, and I really appreciate it. I'm going to miss him because he really knows how to run all the equipment that I don't, okay? Thank you very much, okay? Juan Ordaz. Juan really is held in there. He came in and he didn't think that schooling was too important for him, and was kind of looking out, and he really has stepped it up and really been able to, am I still on? Yeah. And he's really been able to pull it together to graduate today. And unfortunately, if we were not in COVID-19, he would have been competing in the UMC boxing. He was on his way to that. And so hopefully, when this finishes, he'll be back to that, okay? Okay, great. So, next one is Dedrick. Dedrick Shiakala. And Dedrick worked so hard this semester to finish up. He's really been working. He's stepped up. He was another one who didn't think that education was for him that much, and he's now kind of gotten into the realization that how important that is for him and how much he needs to go on and work himself into that. So thank you. Just turn and face the... All right, thank you. And next one is Jacob Simon. Okay, I need those guys to sit down. I need them to sit down. Where's the teacher? I need a teacher over here. I need a teacher over here. Can I get a teacher over here? Anybody? Anybody? I need the kids to sit down. They're gathering up again. Guys, you need to sit down. You can't gather in groups. Sorry. Okay. And my next is Jacob Simon. And let me tell you, Jacob was in a school where they weren't taking care of him. They were not doing what he needed to do. They kind of written him off as if he wasn't going to be worth anything and do anything. And he came to COVAH. He came with that kind of attitude that he wasn't, worth much. And he got here and he started to realize what skills and strengths he has. He's an incredible artist and is going to go on to art school. And we are so pleased and so happy that he can graduate here from COVAH and move on into his artistic career. Thank you, Jacob. Okay, this turn. I guess, are you going to go over and take, I don't know if anybody's taking pictures off to the side or not. Our next graduate is Skylar Wild. And Skylar is also another one of our students that came from Pacific Boys Choir. Can you guys not scream while I'm talking? Okay. All right. All right, yeah, sorry. When we get too much screaming, then I don't get to say my good things that I have to say. So if we can kind of hold it down while I'm talking and then scream when I hand it to him, it'll be really great. Skylar also received the Gold Presidential Award for Achievement, has done exceedingly well here at COVAH and has started his college career, and hopefully being able to move on and hopefully, one of the things that we're being disappointed about is some students are going like, why should I go away to college when I don't really go away? I just stay home on a computer. So we got a few students who are taking a little break, but I think Skylar's going to move right on and do really well and move forward. So thank you, Skylar. Hold that and get a picture. Okay. And the next one is Jada Zimmerman. And Jada has received top student in English, top student in senior seminar, and the Gold Presidential Award, and has also one of our students who, has got, what's your degree in? Health Sciences, has her degree in Health Sciences from Merit, her AA degree. So we're AS degree in Health Science. So we're really proud of her. Thank you very much. And we enjoy. And she also received the Phi Theta Kappa. Phi Theta Kappa Award. All right. And our last but not our least graduate is Sage Zimmerman, who was our valedictorian. All right. And Sage, yes, she loves skipping down the hallway. She's skipping right out of COVAH. So Sage also received, not only does she have her AA and is math an AS? Is it math an AS or an AA? A math degree. Okay, so she's got an AS degree, an AA degree, and now her high school diploma. You know what? If you have to get your high school diploma after you get your college degree, I guess that's okay, right? So it has the gold certificate and has the Phi Theta Kappa, and was our valedictorian. Here's your diploma. So thanks, big hand for all of our graduates. Okay, great. Now let's have all the graduates stand. Your tassel should be on the right side. Tassel should be on the right side. So graduates, as you have moved into this next phase of your life, please change your tassel to the left side of your cap. You are now officially graduates. All right, fantastic. Now, here's how the good part goes, and we can cut the music, okay? Great. So we want to again thank you all for being here. We're delighted we were able to do this, and I want to thank you all for cooperating with us. I know this was hard when some people had to stay at home. It was live streamed, so hopefully all of you got the link for that. It will also be available in a couple of days as a video. So we'll have that available for you as a keepsake. And to be able to please have those parties in your house where you can get everybody together and you can sit around and watch, and even your graduate can sit and watch themselves graduate. All right? So what I'm going to ask to do is, if I can have the front row. Again, thank you very much. If you will kind of wait, we're going to help you get out so people don't kind of get in the way. So Jeff, if you can just kind of start people as they get back to their car, moving that way. And again, thank you all for coming. I think it was a wonderful opportunity for our students. Okay. All right, now you can cheer and scream and cheer. Okay, can I have the front row go back to